Hey guys, welcome back to Fat Guy Reads My Immortal. Today we're going to be reading chapters 29 through 32. I temporarily lost the ability to count. Um, yeah, like we said at the beginning of the last, or not in the beginning, at the end of the last one. The story's taken a weird turn. We got some time travel elements to it to stop Voldemort because I guess he had his heart broken during his time at Hogwarts. The plan now is to seduce him so that his heart is not broken. And who better for the job than our beloved protagonist, Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way? Um, I don't know. There's been a lot more stuff between her and Draco. Um, the wrist slitting was kind of at a minimum in this last one. It was, and I just want to say before I continue, like, that stuff isn't funny to me. Like, none of this suicide stuff or like, you know what I'm trying to say is I'm really not trying to like make light of that. I'm not trying to make fun of people who listen to the music or anything like that. It's just this story has to be read to believed. um it's one thing to hear me try and pronounce the misspellings and all the weird, inconsistencies in the story and the strange, usage of the Harry Potter characters and lore. Um, so I hope I've made that clear. I don't want anyone to be upset. Um, I'm just doing this for a few giggles. So anyway, let's continue. Starting with chapter 29. Let's begin, as always, with an author's note. Sot das fuck up. You're just jealous cause you're preps, so fuck you. Raven, you rock, girl. Thanks for the help. MCR Rock 666. Oh my Satan! We screamed as we jumped out of the coffin. Snap and Professor McGonagall started to shoot at us angrily. Pew, pew. Come now! Preacher McGonagall yielded. We did guiltily. We left the room putting on our clothes. Snoop garbed the caramel and put it in his pocket. Hey, what the fuck? Vampire shooted angrily. Yeah, Buster! What the fuck are you going to do with the fucking camera? Draco demanded, all protective, looking at me longly with his gothic red eyes. Oh, okay. I was trying to figure out if this was still Draco. Look, Dumbledore knows your little secret, and if you do this again, then you will go to St. Mango's. So give back the camera! Ha 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 ha. The mystery of magic thinks he is crazy. There is no way they will believe him. Snoop laughed meanly. Yes, so shut your puff, you insolent fools, yelled Professor McGoggle. She made us come into a weird room with white stones all around it. There were all these weird tools in it. Draco started to cry, all sexy and sexative. Get it? Because he's a sex bomb. LOL. Tom Felnut rules for Lift, but not as much as Gerard. Your sex on legs, I love you, you fucking rock, marry me. I started to cry tears of blood. It happens in Vampire Chronicles, Raven said, so fuck you, okay? So fuck you, okay, sorry. Vampire took out a black handkerchief and started to wipe my red eyes. And then, he and Snoop both took out guns using magic! They started to shoot each other angrily. None of the ballots got on each other yet. I took out my wand. Crocio! I shouted. Snap started to scram. He dropped the gun, but it was too late. Both of them had run out of ballets. I stopped the curse. Professor McGoggle did a spell so that we were all chained up. She took out a box of tools. Then she said, "Okay, Cerberus, I'm going to go now." She left. Snap started to laugh evilly. Vampire started to cry. "It's okay, Annabee," said Draco. "Evergreen will be all right. Remember the Sidio you took of Snake?" Snape laughed again. And then he took out some whips! I thought they were going to go back in time to stop Voldemort. I don't really understand this weird Snape McGonagall thing. It's confusing. Chapter 30. Yep, chapter 30. Author's note. Stop flaming the story, okay? You did not know what's even gonna happen, okay? So full you! If you flam, you will be a prep so L flamers can kiss my ass. Soz for saying Alzheimer's is dangerous, but that's the mystery's opinion, cause society basically sucks. Thanks to Raven, you rock, Bick. No, we screamed sadly. Snape stated loafing meanly. He took out a camera anvily. Then he came towards Darko. He took some stones out of his pocket. He put the stones around Draco and lit a candle. "What the fuck are you doing?" I shouted angrily. Snoop laughed meanly. He pulled down his pants. Uh-oh. I gasped. There was a dork mark on his you-know-what! Ew. He waved his wand and a knife came. He gave the knife to me. "You must stab vampire," he said to me. If you don't, then I'll rap Draco." "No, you fucking bastard, I yielded. But then Draco looked at me sadly with his evil gothic red eyes that looked so depressant and sexy. He looked exactly like a pentagram. What? Oh, hold on. LOL, get it? 'Cause I'm a Satanist between Kurt Cobain and Gerard. But then I looked at Vampire, and he looked so smexy too with his gothic black hair. I thought of the time when we screwed, and the time I did it with Draco, and Dumbledore came, and the time where Draco almost committed suicide, and Vampire was so sportive. Snipe laughed angrily. He started to pray to Volxamort. He started to do an incapacitation dancing around the Stokes, whipping Draco and Vampire. Suddenly, an idea I had. I closed my eyes, and using my vampire powers, I sent a telepathic massage to Draco and Vampire so they would destruct Snape? "Dumbledore will get you," Draco shouted. "Yeah, just wait until the mystery find out," Vampire yelled. Meanwhile, I took out my wand. "You ridiculous dunderhead," Snoop yielded. He took off all of Draco's clothes, just as he was about to rape him. "Crucio!" I shited, pointing my wound. Snoop screamed and started to run around the room screaming. Meanwhile, I grabbed my black mobile and sent a text to Sirius. I stopped doing Crucio. "You dunderhead! I'm going to kill," shouted Snape, but suddenly Cerberus came. Snake put the whip behind his back. "Oh, hello, Sev. I was just teaching them something," he lied. But suddenly Lucian and Professor Trevelry came into the room, and they and Sirius unlocked the chains and put them around Snap. Then Professor Trevelry said, "Come on, Ebony, let's go." Chapter 31. I really hate where this story is going, by the way. It's just... ugh. Author's note. I said, "Shut the fuck up, you queeps." What? "Stop Kaylin, Ebony, and Mary Sue, okay? You do not even know what's going to happen, okay? So fuck you." Thanks to my BFF Raven for the help. I always knew you were on Voldemort's side, you son of a bitca! Buffy rocks, Sirius said to Snape. No, I'm not. I was teaching them something, Snap clammed. Oh, fucking yeah? I took some black Voldemort serum out of my pocket and gave it to Cerberus. He made Snap drink it. He did, angrily. Then Luscious took out a tape recorder and started playing with it while he did curses on Snap. Then Professor Sinister and Lucian made us get out with them while Snape told his secrets. Lucian took Vampire and Draco to the nurse after thanking me 1,000,000 times. Professor Trevelry took me to a dark room. Now I was going to go back in time to seduce Voldemort, finally. Moving posters of MCR and Nirvana were all over. Hermione, Darkness, and Willow came too. Did I miss who Willow is? I feel like I might have just forgotten. Anyway, Bloody Mary gave me a black bag from Tom Ridd's store. What's in the bag? I asked Professor Trevelry. You will see, she said. I opened the bag. In it was a sexy, tight, low-smut black leather gothic dress. It had red corset stuff and there was a slit up the leg. I put it on. Excuse me. My friends helped me put on black fishnets and black pointy boots Willow had chosen. Willow and Darkness helped me put on black eyeliner and blood red lipstick. You look fucking kawaii, bitch, Bloody Mary said. Thanks, I said. Okay, now you're going to go back in Tim, said Professor Sinister. You will have to do it in a few sessions. She gave me a black gun. What's with the guns, too, by the way? Are wands just not enough? You have a spell that instantly kills a person, and they're, like, summoning guns and knives. It's just... I don't understand. I put it in a strap on my fishnets, like in Red is Net Evil. Oh, yeah, I love that game. Red is Net Evil. Then she gave me a black time tuner. After an hour, use the time tuner to go back here, Professor Trevelry said. Then she and Bloody Mary put a pensive in front of me. Everyone went in front of it. Good luck, everyone shooted. Darkness and Willow gave me Death's Touch Sin. Then, I jumped sexily into the pensive. Suddenly, I was in front of Tescool. In front of me was one of the sexiest goth guys I had ever seen. He was wearing long black hair, kind of like Mikey Way, only black. He had gren eyes like Billy Joe Armstrong and pale wit skin. He was wearing a black ripped-up suit with Vans. It was Tom Bombadil! Chapter 32. Author's note. I said stop flamming. I know his name isn't Tom Bodle. That was a mistake. If you did not lick the story, then you can go screw yourself. You suck! Hi, I said flirtily. I'm Enemy Wade, the new student. I shook my pale hands with their black nail polish with him. The name's Tom, he said. But you can call me Satan. That's my middle name. We shook hands. Well, come on, we have to go upstairs, Satan said. I followed him. Hey, Satan, do you happen to be a fan of Grende? Since MCR and Evanescence don't exist yet, then, I asked. What? How does Green Day exist? When does this take place? Oh my fucking god, how did you know? Satan asked. Actually, I like GC a lot too. Get it? 'Cause GC did that song, I Just Wanna Live, that sounded really 80s? I don't get it. OMG, me too, I replied happily. Guess what? They have a concert in Hogsmeade, Satan whispered. Hogsmeade, I asked. Yeah, that's what they used to call it in these time before it became Hogsmeade in 2000. How does he know that? He told me all secretively. And there's a really cool shop called Hot Topic. I finished happy again. He frowned confusedly. No, it's called Hot Issue. It's a little funny. He smiled secretively again. Then in 1998, they changed it to Hot Topic, he moaned. Oh, now everything was making sense for me. So is Dumbledore your principal? I shouted. Oh, I'm sorry. So is Dumbledore your principal? I shouted. Uh-huh, he looked at his black nails. I am in Slytherin. OMFG, me too, I shrieked, kid. You go to the skull, get it, 'cause I'm gothic, he asked. Yeah, that's why I'm here. I'm new. I smelled happily. Suddenly, Dumbledore flew in on his broomstick and started shredding on us angrily. No tucking in the halls! He had short blonde hair and was wearing a polo shirt from American Ogle Outfitters. Stupid goths! Satan rolled his eyes. He's so mean to us goths and punks. Just because we're in Slytherin and we're not preps. I turned around angrily. Oh, fuck. Actually, I think maybe it's because you're the Bark Lord. WTF? He asked angrily. Oh, nothing, I said sweetly. Then suddenly, the floor opened. OMFG, no! I schemed as I fell down. Everyone looked at me weirdly. Hey, where are you going? Satan asked as I fell. I got back out of the hole, and it was back in the pensive and Professor Trevelry's classroom. Dumbledum was there. Dumbledore, I think I just met you, I said. Oh yeah, I remember that, Dumbledore said, trying to be all gothic. Sinister came in. Hey, this is my classroom. Wait, WTF Enemy, what the hell are you doing? I looked at her. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. WTH how? I screamed, forgetting she was a teacher for a second, but she's a goth, so it's okay. Professor Sinister looked sadly. I was drinking Voldemort's serum. She started to cry black tears of depression. Dumbledum didn't know about them. Hey, are you crying tears of blood? He asked, curiously touching a tear. Fuck off, we both said, and Dumbledum took his hand away. Professor Sinister started crying again in her chair, sobbing limpid tears. OMFG, enemy. I think I'm addicted to Voldemort's serum. Author's note. See you fucking prebs, go fuck yourself. That's serious issues. Go to hell. I didn't know that we would be experiencing a very special episode of My Immortal, but I guess Voldemort's serum addiction is really an issue that we all need to take seriously. Yeah, this story just keeps finding new ways to plummet. I mean, you have rape, this weird addiction angle. I just the time travel is a little unclear. I'm not even really sure why she came back or like what's going on. I'm really lost by those last few paragraphs with Dumbledore. I really don't know what to say. At this point, I feel like I just have to finish the story. It's as simple as that. I'm going to try not to question this too much, but sometimes it's just like, how can you not ask questions about a story like this, you know? I just don't get it. But, anyhow, that's going to do it for me. Thank you for listening to this episode of Fat Guy Reads. I believe we only have 3 more to go, so we are almost done with this series. And I'm racking my brains for another series to do for Fat Guy Reads. It'll just take some time to figure out, but I'm really enjoying this so far, and I hope you are too. Please like the video if you liked it. Comment and subscribe if you haven't. Thank you again, and I am out.